No one has ever become poor by giving. Welcome to a special edition where we are joined by Pare, co-founder of Tea Leaf Trust. Would you tell me about yourself and about Tea Leaf Trust?
So I'm from the UK, and my wife and I came on honeymoon to this beautiful country in 2007. And during doing the normal tourist route, we ended up for a night in Newsfirst.lk, where we became exposed to some of the conditions that tea estate workers are living in. Mm-hmm. And after 15 hours and a few conversations and a walk through the tea estates, my wife said, if there's fresh fruit and vegetables up here, we should come back and start a school. And that was her criteria. And of course, everyone knows there's plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables in Newsfirst. So 2009 we came back and we volunteered at an NGO that was teaching English and also doing some work around life skills and personal development and emotional health. But they weren't doing it specifically for the poorest groups within the community of Newsfirst. So the following year we moved down to Maskalia, and we lived with 16 of the people who had been our students the previous year, who were aged between 19 and 23, I think. And we had to chaperone them because it was a new place, it was their first job, and 11 of them were female. And so we all started this adventure on the middle floor of a wedding hall. And we set up in partnership at that point with World Vision, and with our chairman's support, who is Mr. Chandra Shafter, we set out on this journey that started off as really how do we give young people from the tea estates the skills in terms of IT, professionalism and English to be able to have a choice of what they do in their careers, because they have mobile phones or access to mobile phones now. So they know that other young people in Sri Lanka are not going into the tea estates, they're not picking tea, and they have ambitions and dreams themselves, and some of those dreams are to stay with their families on the tea estates, of course, and some of them aren't, and we felt they deserved that those opportunities. So over the years we had a definite strategy where we only employ graduates of our program, and this white man here gets out of the way as quickly as he can, and my job really is to raise the funds and provide the resources and the opportunity. And actually now we have 5 centres. We have a partnership where we run women's self-help groups in the tea estates around children's rights through women's empowerment. We do some training of internally appointed government school teachers, and our staff team is 53 people, and 51 of them are graduates of our programme, and over 45 of them live on the tea estates.
Now, shifting your attention to situation, a crisis that we are facing here in Sri Lanka with the brain drain, do you think the young people from the plantation community has plans in staying in the country?
At this point in the economic crisis, you have a whole community that is living off 1,000 rupees a day or less. So it's difficult to see that they wouldn't leave the country if they had a better chance. However, the cost of leaving the country is not available to them. You know, that's not an option for most of them unless they want to follow their mums to be housemaids in the Middle East into a level of exploitation that I think the young people are more aware of because of their parents' stories.
Definitely.
What we talk to them about is their role in helping to support the growth of Sri Lanka through this crisis and lead their communities and contribute to their motherland going forward, because this solution to this, I might be bold here, I don't know that politicians are going to lead this country out of this. It's going to be the people that lead this country out of this, hopefully with good political leadership. In the future, perhaps do them remotely back at home, where of course most of us want to be at home. We don't want to have to go somewhere else to get work unless we want an adventure.
I mean, it's a feeling of, being home is always the best feeling ever, I would say. So we had a conversation before, and you told you started from Maskalia and you moved around the upcountry. So where do you have the charity? Where else do you have the charity that's happening?
Yeah, so our main centre is in Newsfirst now, but our flagship school is in Maskelia, and anybody who wants to, please pop in for a cup of tea. We'd love to see you just after the bridge on the way to Epcot. But we're also in Bogawantalawa. We're also working around Talawakeli and then up in Udapusalawa. And next year we're going to be opening a new centre down on the road between Nurelia and Pusalawa. And our self-help groups are around the tea estate surrounding Ambagamua area down by Maskelia.
Right. So what would you like to say to the young people out there? You know, it doesn't even have to be the ones from the upcountry, to every young person out there, about helping each other, you know, giving into charity and all.
I think the first thing to say is, you know, don't be divided. Young people are young people. This country is going to be led to better times by your generation. And so wherever you are across the country, I think that you have the opportunity now to lead to a better place, but that's going to need some sacrifice. That's going to need a good values compass to guide you, like integrity, hard work, love, service. Like, these are values that you may not be seeing role modeled too much, but you have them in you.
All right, then thank you for joining us today here with the Newsfirst special interview. And as Mahatma Gandhi said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thank you.